Good afternoon. I'm going to mainly speak about our Torrens copper drilling project in outback South Australia, and I'll briefly touch on our Lumwana West copper cobalt deposit in Zambia. Argonaut's listed on the ASX. We have just over 1.5 billion shares on issue at the moment and about 65 million options out there. We're capitalised at 20 million Australian dollars. And we have quite a reasonable turnover. Our cash at the moment is 3 million Australian dollars, and we have a board of experienced junior mining directors. We have 3 projects that are active in Argonaut. Our flagship Torrens copper project in South Australia at the Lake Torrens, Lumwana West copper cobalt in Zambia, and we have a gold joint venture in the eastern goldfields south of Kalgoorlie in Western Australia at a place called Higginsville. Rather than taking you through all the details and all the background information manually for our video for our Torrens project, I'm going to summarise it in a 2.5-minute video. So if you would, please cue the video. The images you saw there towards the end were our drill rig sitting on the pontoons in the middle of the Lake Torrens salt lake. The black box in the middle there is the Torrens tenement. It's a joint venture, a Torrens project. And the purple boxes you see there on that map are Argonaut's 100% held surrounding tenements. The main things that I want to drive home about Torrens, we're in the right geological address. We're in elephant country there with massive copper deposits around us. We have a number of bites at this. It's not a one-hit wonder. there are many anomalies out there to test, and we have confirmed IOCG mineralisation from a couple of drill holes that have gone in already. To give you an idea of the scale of the target, I've draped the gravity anomaly here over metropolitan Sydney. Maybe not so applicable to people from London, but it's really to send a message that a 120 square kilometre area of anomalies is a very significant area, and we are drilling and testing these anomalies, and it's simply to say, just because we didn't hit it at Tower Hill doesn't mean we're not going to hit it at, the City of London. It's a huge area with a lot of ground to cover. Those are two representations of our gravity model there in red, looking down and looking at it obliquely from the side, and in the blue in the background there is our magnetic three-dimensional model. It's an IOCG target, iron oxide copper gold, and the way you target these is through dense rocks, hence the gravity modelling and the relationship between those density anomalies and the magnetic anomalies. Those anomalies are categorised on this map here into different types of anomaly according to colour. And this map also shows the two holes that have gone in to date. We completed TD7 earlier in the year, and at the moment we're at just below 900 metres at drill hole TD10. We'll be drilling that hole to about 1,300 metres, and we're approaching the target zone in that hole. The green anomalies there are the style of gravity anomaly that BHP used to discover Oak Dam West. They're very interesting to us. The red anomalies are more along the lines of Carapatina, and the yellow anomalies are more similar to the Olympic Dam style. At an earlier drill hole that we drilled at this project back in 2007, when we had a small window during some years where we had native title access issues in this area, we managed to drill a hole from the mainland, not from the lake, into one of these anomalies, and we got some of the mineralisation that we were looking to see. In particular, we saw some hematite altered and chalcopyrite bearing iron oxide copper gold mineralisation, and this gave us good reason to continue. The three approvals, as mentioned in the videos, were gained during 2017 and 2018 after a long permitting period, and that put us in the right spot to raise money and get underway with drilling. The broader drilling program, we're targeting 25 to 30 deep diamond drill holes to an average depth of about 1,000 metres, helicopter supported, and we're in stage one at the moment. We're drilling 8 to 10 holes at a depth of over 1,000 metres, initially with one drilling rig. That's the drilling rig there, sitting on the salt crust of Lake Torrens, and the entire program is heli supported. That's the helicopter landing pad you can see at the back there. Everything's housed on these pontoons to catch any spills and to protect the lake surface. We're part of a joint venture. Aeris Resources earned 70% by spending under a farm-in, and they earned that in 2012. And at the moment, we are in a pro rata phase of joint venture operations, splitting the bills 30-70. That's our camp there on the left, and the helicopter that we're using to support the drill rig on the right. So Torrens is a seriously interesting project. The fact that we're drilling such large targets in elephant country gives us a higher likelihood of discovery, and in the event of discovery, a higher likelihood of commercial tonnes and grade. I'm going to touch very briefly on our surrounding ground. South of Torrens, we hold 100% all the interesting anomalies. We've been out there for a long time, and we've collected the surrounding ground. In the event that we have a discovery out there, we have the next best anomalies. Over in Zambia, and very briefly, we have the Nyong'o copper cobalt deposit. It sits in between Barrick's Lumwana mine and First Quantum's Sentinel mine, nearby to First Quantum's Kansanshi mine. On that map there, we've had 870,000 tonnes of copper production capacity constructed since 2005. It's a hot spot in the world. We drilled into that deposit from the first drill hole in 2011. Thank you very much for your time.